Free-to-play games are a strange beast. Giving players the ability to pay for potions or extra lives or fuel for their car will undoubtedly impact the design of that game. But it's rare that we actually see how that works. We can certainly postulate that certain features or decisions are made to encourage you to spend, but what we don't get is a chance to visit the parallel universe where, say, Clash of Clans is released as a premium strategy game with no in-app purchases. However, we get something quite close in Angry Birds 2. Ultimately, this game is the same as Angry Birds 1. Same basic idea, catapult birds at pigs. Same birds, same developer, but with one key difference. Angry Birds was 59p and had no in-app purchases at launch. Angry Birds 2 is free to play and lets you spend money or watch adverts to get power-ups, extra birds and extra lives. So, we can see how the design of this simple pig-popping game has changed to fit the free-to-play design, or more specifically, to make you put your hand in your pocket and pay up. The first thing you'll notice is that the levels are now longer. They're split into 2 or 3 screens and you have to finish all of them with one set of birds before you can move on. This means you have more to lose when you give up. If you start from scratch, you'll have to do all those screens again and you were so close to finishing, why not buy a continue? Also, the levels are more challenging. That's a little harder to prove, but I have played a lot of Angry Birds in my time and this game is relentlessly tough. Also, you can't rely on a lucky shot to end the level early because you've got more screens to go. That's not to mention these annoying Mary Poppins pigs who float down from the sky, making you waste more birds. A higher level of difficulty makes you more likely to fail, so you buy continues or lives, or it makes you want to buy power-ups to even the score. You'll also notice that the levels are, in a way, randomly generated. Start a level anew and you'll see that the pig's house is built with a fresh layout. What this means is that you can't figure out a good strategy through trial and error, and you can't watch videos on YouTube that will give you an easy win. You may worry that the next random roll will be harder, so you pay to continue when you fail, or you may hope that the next random roll will be easier, so you spend a life to change to a new stage. You also get bonus stuff, but you lose it if you don't finish the stage. This is a classic psychological trick used in games like Puzzle & Dragons because players hate losing stuff that they thought was rightfully theirs. They'd rather pay a little money to continue, finish the level and then keep it. The game has leveling up too, where birds become more powerful if you get feathers. This adds grinding to the mix and adds another currency for you to get in the daily rewards, which exist to keep players coming back every day. And finally, there are the lives. Fail too many times and you'll have to spend, watch adverts or wait until you can play the game again. Free-to-play experts will tell you that energy systems like this aren't actually about making you pay money. They're about pacing and they're about retention. They stop you blasting through all the content in one day and they keep you coming back, often with a notification to tell you that your lives have been refilled. Either way, I'm not sure it's very fun. Look, here's the thing you have to remember about the type of free-to-play design seen in Angry Birds 2. The only way that Rovio gets paid is for you to fail, to mess up a level and buy a continue to keep playing, to screw up a lot and buy extra lives, or to think you're about to fail and buy a power-up to finish that tricky level. When it's in Rovio's best financial interest for you to screw up, do you trust that the challenge will be fair? Do you think the odds are stacked in your favour or the developers? Keep that in mind as you play the game this week.